Hey everyone, Captain Amazing here, and today we have a road ahead, so let's jump into it. Alright, so let's see what Meathead has for us today. Hi Hello Table Heroes, welcome to February 2024 Road Ahead, where we start our journey. Mandalore Bonus Zone, the Gungan faction, the Galactic Republic faction, Guild Gifting, Jar Jar Binks, and a new raid, the Battle for Naboo. So exciting news. I do have a lot of questions. So I think this brings more questions than it does answers for me. So let's say, yes, Jar Jar Binks, excellent. Agnards, I'm sure he's very excited right now. All right, so everything's subject to change. All right, the new bonus zone. So they don't have full details for the bonus zones, but they're working on one and learning inspirations from Star Wars Rebels. So we'll find ourselves on the scarred planet, riddled with conflict and heavily influenced by the Galactic Republic, our Galactic Empire. So gear up your squad, prepare for the battle, and help your guild to victory. Who's required? So we can expect Mandalorian faction, so Bo-Katan, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, Sabine. Okay, so interesting. So Bo-Katan will be used for something, so she's not just going to be like a star killer. She's going to be needed for rote. Let's see, I would say for this, let's see what the actual benefits of the planet is. If it's just, hey, we get another star, I don't think it's worth it. If it's like Zepho, and it helps us break some sort of bottleneck like it did for Kyrotech, then yeah, absolutely. Let's jump into Mandalore and see what's available for us. But I would say, with all that's coming out, let's not go crazy on the Mandalorians yet. Let's see what the actual benefit of that planet is to us before we jump in. We've been burned before, so remember that. All right, so the Phantom Menace. Battle for Naboo raid. We'll see. Honestly, I haven't been too excited with these raids. Not too excited. I do love how generous this last raid is with its rewards, but let's see if this raid is fun. That's what I'm looking for. Rewards, whatever. But I'm looking for something that's like entertaining, that I want to log into the game and actually do. So the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary, which I will be watching in the movie theater as long as I have the capacity to. They do have some things on the base here, and Japan will sometimes do some movies that come out in America, but I hope it's available in Japan because I really want to watch that. I feel like born in '89 that I missed out on watching the prequels in theater because I just didn't have the chance, so I would love to be able to experience that. All right, so let's see. Looking to go and build out Episode 1, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Adventure. I'm very excited. We'll find ourselves in the middle of conflict, participating in the Battle of Naboo against waves of battle droids with no end in sight. Not too excited about that, honestly. That doesn't sound great, like all the things that we could. Maybe if it's like that, the war scene where we have like that shield and I don't know, with the battle tanks and everything, but I don't know. If it's some of this like that Dash Rendar for Starkiller. It wasn't Dash, but you know what I'm talking about. Did Dash? Yes. So it's okay, but if it's something of they just want to use this technology that just like, oh hey look, stuff can move on the screen. I'm not too excited with that, honestly. I'm really not. To me it seems like another way of possibly getting me motion sickness, and just like mowing down droids isn't the funnest part of Star Wars. Like I don't know. I wish it was something to do with like I don't know, something to do with Naboo, or I don't know, like when they're trying to get to the ships or something. I don't know, something funner, something creative. I'm not a creative mind. I just read things and play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I feel like they could have done better than this of just like, hey, endless droids. Like, okay, I get it. We'll see how it is. I'm staying open-minded. Hopefully it's been good, or it'll be fun. But already I'm not too enthused about this. All right, so will you be able to sustain all that firepower, gear up your Gungans, who will give you your best chance of survival and maximum point potential? Our initial target date for this is around summertime, but we'll keep you folks posted as we get closer to launch. So with this, will give you your best chance of survival and maximum point potential. So to me, that means Jedi Master Kenobi is probably not going to be in this raid, even though it's probably going to be like Galactic Republic, or it'll fall within that Galactic Republic realm. The fact that they're saying Gungans is the premier team for this leads me to believe that Jedi Master Kenobi probably isn't going to be in this raid, just because they want the Gungans to be that top tier one, just like Leia is for the speeder bike raid. So that's how I'm interpreting this. Is JMK probably not going to be in this raid. They've controlled, especially with the speeder bike raid, it was faction based, but it was also character based. So I think we're going to see some more of that, where they're not just going to carte blanche open it up for the entire faction. They're going to say you can have these specific characters within that faction. And to me, this says Jedi Master Kenobi is not going to be in this raid. That's just how I interpret it. Our initial target date for this is around summertime. All right, but they'll let us know. What has it been like working on the raid? Or I'll read this verbatim because it's their words. I enjoy making events with narrative opportunities like the territory battle and the Jedi Knight Cal's hero's journey. So working on the raid has been a lot of fun. We're trying to really nail that feeling of nostalgia and excitement that comes with watching the battle for Naboo. Do you remember the first time you saw those battle droids unload from the transports? What are some of the characters, factions that may be required? While the raid is still in production and nothing is finalized, we are currently leaning towards subsets of characters found in these factions. Yeah, subsets of characters. So that's what I was talking about. It's probably not Jedi Master Kenobi found in these factions: Galactic Republic, Jedi, Separatists, and of course Gungans, and Battle for Naboo. The Gungans with Jar Jar Binks on their side will give you the best opportunity to be successful in the raid. The Gungans will be featured as a faction inside for the Battle for Naboo raid, much like Jabba the Hutt was for the Crate, Dragon Hut, and Leia Organa was for the Speeder Bike Pursuit raid. When we get closer to raid launch, we'll be sure to communicate with you the final details so you and your guild can be prepared for action. So that's what I was thinking. Like, JMK, definitely out. JMK is a GL. There's no way that they would put him in there and he wouldn't just absolutely smash this. So the fact that they're saying Gungans are the premier characters and that they're using subsets, that's just keying us and preparing us to say, like, hey, I know there's a GL within this faction. No, you can't use them. So this is what that is saying. Like, they're being very clear and communicative on us of what to expect, and what we should expect is that we should be farming crappy characters that they're gonna allow us. So maybe I don't think things like definitely not Gas, right? Because he's not alive, or he's but a boy, like a child. He's Annie, not Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker. So definitely not Jedi Knight Anakin. So I would think only those that are actually there during that time. So not General Kenobi. Definitely I would say Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul. Did they say Empire or what, Sith? Galactic Republic, Jedi, Separatists, Gungans. Okay, maybe not. Huh, yeah. Maybe because thematically Darth Maul just doesn't belong there. But we'll see. Separatists, so we'll see what it has. I wonder if they'll allow us General Grievous since they're giving us the Separatists. But I think it'll probably be something close to like new B1, B2, maybe the what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know exactly what they'll do with the Separatists, but I would be surprised if we had General Grievous, because he wasn't in that one. But that would be great. I would really love to be able to use General Grievous. But I'm anticipating absolute garbage characters to be available for this, because they have to get us to start gearing the more fringe ones, and we'll see how it goes. All right, Gungans. All right, so Gungans, I'm excited for Gungans. Personally, I just hope that they have viability outside of this raid. I could see them being more niche, just like the Tuscans. But I hope that they're good somewhere. I hope they're at least like my ideal situation for them would be galactic, like. I don't know. I just hope they're not territory wars. I hope they're not territory wars. But if they're Grand Arena characters, that would be super ideal for me. All right, so Gungans rarely left their home planet of Naboo, and because of this, they were exceptionally proud and protective of their home. We wanted this faction to represent that moment in the Phantom Menace of them standing steady on the battlefield. The Gungan teams will have significant upfront power from their shield generator to defense against any would-be attackers. While much of the team works in an orderly faction, there's a member that may cause a bit of disarray to the battle plans. Okay, so that wild card, definitely Jar Jar Binks. All right, so who are the Gungans? Boss Nass. I'm excited for Boss Nass. I like Boss Nass. I think he's a pretty notable character. I'm happy that they're bringing him. I thought Boss Nass could possibly be better than a just a marquee, but you know they're doing what they can. All right, so he's gonna be a leader. Captain Tarples, Gungan Bombardier, and Gungan Phalanx. All right, so a tank, an attacker, probably or attacker. So attacker, tank, leader, and then Jar Jar maybe be a support or attacker. Oh yeah, see, Jar Jar Binks is support. Who isn't Jar Jar Binks, a Gungan support who isn't afraid to interject into the battle and offer his own, how should we say this, brand of help, confounding the enemy. Since Jar Jar is a legendary unit, you will need the other 4 Gungans to unlock him. With Jar Jar Binks on their side, the Gungans will do great work and cause a bit of chaos during the battle for the Naboo raid, so be sure to gear them up and utilize the shield generator. All right, let's see. This kit reads weirdly. It is Jar Jar, so I understand there's going to be like, you know, thematically some weird stuff. So I just hope that it's a viable team, that it's an endgame team, and that it's a good team. Because if it's like a crap team and it's going to be, we know it's going to be crazy expensive with Kyrotech, and it's just not a great team, I would be very disappointed in this game. Very, very disappointed if they just gave us a crap team for Jar Jar. Like, we've waited this long, like, make the team viable and end game. All right, so Queen Amidala. I'm excited for this one. Another iconic character is making her way to the holo table. Queen Amidala. She'll be the future Conquest chase character, as well as accompanied by 2 new characters for Galactic Republic faction. While we don't have full details ready to share upon her supporting cast yet, we will say these characters are also iconic, and we can't wait to tell you more about them. I'm excited about this. I love Queen Amidala. I love the Galactic Republic. I think they could use a bit of a boost. I'm a little worried on what they're gonna do as to elevate JMK, because JMK has got some call-outs against some other characters, but he's a really strong team, and if he gets a lifter, if Queen Amidala lifts him, then that team is just going to jump up into the meta again and just absolute dominate. So she does some interesting new things that haven't been seen a lot in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Without going into many details, there's a lot coming with her that is going to be fun to play with. Play while also making you learn the most out of her squad. We're still working on the details and functionality, but I'm excited to see how the reaction to what is to come. In a later section, we'll go over the decoy mechanic ability. So how will they synergize? She has some interesting mechanics around fairly unused buffs in our game. I think using her squad to gain the most potential out of the buffs while staying behind the decoy mechanics will be crucial in making the most of her team. So it looks like she is the leader of her team, so she's maybe gonna elevate the fringe characters of Galactic Republic or something. I don't know. We'll see what we can do for her with her, but her Omicrons are GAC Omicrons, so that's exciting. And then she'll have some raid ability with the Battle for Naboo, so she'll also be a raid character. So that'll be important for us who are like on acquiring her. Okay, so any new mechanics, decoy naturally. It's a summoned unit with a permanent taunt. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Um, which leads into the thematic feel for Phantom Menace, and her character as the decoy sets out to protect the queen. So this could be really powerful for JMK if they don't have some call out that stops it from happening with JMK, or if it doesn't, or if it happens with anything other than her lead. Because the summoned unit with a permanent taunt can be really strong. Could be really strong, especially if you, depending on the speed of it, if you put that invulnerability on it. I don't know. It seems like a really strong mechanic. The uniqueness of her kit happens when the decoy is active. Queen Amidala will gain a new status of effects called Queen's Protection. And for how many stacks of Queen Protections Queen Amidala has, she gives double of its effects to other Galactic Republic allies. Alright, so she's gonna be buffing her team, so that's where we can probably get some relevance of some more not used Galactic Republic allies. We'll see. Once the decoy is defeated, the queen gets to take a bonus turn, gains a gnarly locked buff, and inflicts an enemy with something nasty. Interesting. How's it been working on Queen Amidala? I legit lost my mind when I found out I would get to work on her. I don't know about you folks, but I feel that Queen Amidala has some of the most iconic costume designs in a movie. The dresses, the makeup, the crowns, she is everything. Yeah, she is fabulous. So much that I just wanted to make her as iconic as she was in The Phantom Menace. Trying to match that has been challenging, but something I really looked forward to doing every day, especially since she was such a role model for me growing up. My hope while creating this character is that I give her the justice she deserves. And then guild gifting. Alright, so last but not least, a feature that has been requested a ton of our surveys, guild gifting is coming to the holotables. With this feature, you'll be able, as you guessed it, gift bundles to fellow guild members through a very UI system. Below, you'll find new images from our prototype builds that showcase how this feature will work. Go to the gifts in the store tab and select the gifts you want to give. I don't know. Pick a member of your guild you would like to gift to. If you're unable to send them that particular gift, the option will be grayed out. I don't know. Interesting. Alright. So I'll talk about that later. Alright, so we thoroughly enjoyed talking about these amazing characters this year. Personally, really excited about the Gungans. Blah, blah, blah. Conceptually, the raid feels awesome. We'll see. The Phantom Menace celebrating the 25th anniversary of this year offers up the perfect platform to introduce some Empire 1 content. Yeah. And then Jar Jar, I'm excited we're getting him in the game along with the Naboo environment and the Queen herself. The Phantom Menace has a soft spot in my heart, and a lot of the team grew up watching it, so there's no way we'll be letting the anniversary go unnoticed. It's been a joy watching the team work through all the ideas that had to bring some of the excitement in episode 1 to life in our game, and we can't wait to get your hands on it. Alright, so pretty exciting. I don't know how I feel about this one, the gift giving one, especially if it's only to like an individual member. I do hope that maybe they have like gifts for the whole guild, like, hey, buy this and your whole guild gets this thing. I wonder if they have like the ability to stop giving to certain people, if it can be like abused, like join our guild but you have to like give our guild leader like this gift or something. I don't know. I hopefully it doesn't lead to like some weirdness with all that stuff. But I could see some like some danger stuff with this overall. But overall, my opinions of this. I'm super excited. I'm super excited about the entire road ahead. I'm optimistic that the raid will be okay. The Gungan faction seems interesting. Like, it's great that we're getting Jar Jar. I'm still a little skeptical on where they're going to fall in the meta. I just hope that they're relevant and they're great, and they're worth investing in, and it's not just like some meme thing. He is a legendary, but we'll see how it goes. Like, if he falls somewhere underneath like Afra and Star Killer as far as like usefulness. Like he's a legendary, but he doesn't really like change anything or have important mechanics, or doesn't really counter anything important, and it sucks on defense, then that would be really unfortunate, because if we all have to farm this team for the raid, yeah, it's like I love the idea of getting Jar Jar and everything, and people have been wanting him for so long, but I hope they do him justice in that he is a good character and the Gungans are a great team. Not too excited about this gilding member stuff. Like, hey, if people want it, CG is going to give them a way to spend their money. So that's probably what the update was about, of changing some of the back end things, is being able to gift things with money. I am excited about Queen Amidala. It's a new Conquest character, so I'm looking to, I'll probably be trying to maybe red box that just because of the raid. I hope she's a good team. I hope I could honestly see Queen Amidala being a great team and Gungans being lackluster, but I hope that's not the case. But other than that, thanks for hanging out and enjoying this road ahead with me, and I hope to see what the future of this year holds in front of us. If you like this content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. So take care.